understand what it was like coming in here when I have not talked to her in 2 years.
And not just that,
and we're
but
total
being
complete
related.
target from day one.
Yeah.
This was no easy feat. I mean, seriously, give me a break.
Well, when you said that he made a comment with Eric around.
Yes, they were playing slut pong, and it was
Down
Erica
here?
and Jessica, and weren't you there?
I heard about it, but I either
You were
was
playing
here or
with
wasn't
them?
paying attention, or I
thought
heard
you guys
about
were
it.
on the same team. And Eric did something, and he said it to me at a separate time, too. And he goes, "Oh, why, thank you, Eric. That was very white of you." And I'm just like, dude, he's like, "It's just an expression." I go, "No, it's not. It's a racist statement. It's not an expression that's very white of you." And I said, "Would you say that to Jameka?" I'm like, "She would rip your head off and shit down your throat."
Oh, I thought it was the other way.
The other one.
Directly to me is what I thought. Something he said directly to me.
What, in week 2
Or
or
about
3?
me.
Yeah, that was week 2 or 3, right? Wasn't it the music
Well,
or
he
something?
didn't say anything. He just wiped his hand or like all these times in his pants.
He's just an idiot.
Interesting.
How do you say that? Seriously. I mean, how do you say that like with 50 million people watching the internet and everything else?
Did you hear anything that he just said for the last 10 minutes? I didn't say any of
Sorry.
But y'all were going back and forth. That's what y'all talking about.
One right now?
No, yeah.
No,
You
he
said
came
that's
down the
when
stairs and he goes, it's funny that something, and all he goes is that with watching the show, only one season of the show, not even knowing how it works, and when you guys struggled so hard to be here, and I just got called in 4 days before I came. I obviously am the better competitor or something like that.
The better competitor. And what was so funny was he was trying to say that he threw all of the competitions. Were you there listening to that? I'm like, yeah, with the bat hang, you sounded like an 80-year-old man hanging up there.
Yeah, he said he threw all the competitions.
He threw them all up until now, and he turned it on. And he's just going to, and then he's like, "I might bring you to the final 2. I'm like, fuck you. You might. We're not bringing you anywhere, and you're not winning it. Idiot.
Well, I don't know.
And then he just spouted off that thing again. "Well, if I win, I'm not bringing you to the final 2. I'm going to bring her." I'm like, what do I care? As long as one of us wins it, what the hell do I care? Seriously, I don't give a shit. And even if you two go together, she's going to win. I'm like, so? What, am I going to cry? Oh my God, my daughter won $500,000. Ooh, shut up.
It depends. I know what people told me. I know you all know what people said in terms of final 2. But when you get to the house, it could have all changed.
What do you mean?
This person
the
makes
jury
it.
house? Yeah.
As they said, some people said they would never vote for Zach. They would never vote for you. They would never vote for ED. So it all comes down to the final 2.
And if it's both
So
of
we'll
us,
see.
they got to
Yeah,
vote
they got to
for one of
vote
us.
anyway. Yeah, you're right. But see, everybody thinks that you wouldn't win, where some people have said they would give it to you because Danielle's been underneath the radar. She uses you as her dirty work or whatever. Then some other people, believe it or not, like I told you, they think you are a fierce competitor. Names are not important, but
Well, she is.
on the other side.
And
No, but I'm
with
saying,
each
I was
other.
telling her, she
She's
keeps
a
thinking that
competitor.
it's
She
going
calls me the mouth.
No, but I'm telling her what she keeps thinking is that it's people are going to vote personal, and that's another issue. Whereas they do see strategic, right? But once you get to that house and then you talk to other people, and yeah, they said this and all of that,
Yeah, but
goes
for
down the
people,
drain.
even for people to say, that I flew under the radar, honestly, it's such nerve. Because every move that I've made in this game, HOH, whatever, has been on my own, came up with by myself. You know what I mean? And it's just
I know. People have given me credit for, even the Eric thing. They're like, well, you did that. And I'm like, no, she was the HOH. She was the one that came to me. A lot of the
Just because
strategizing and
he
stuff
would
was
call
on me.
people out and yell what I'm gonna do, yeah, that frustrated me a lot sometimes.
Yes,
but
I
at the
know.
same time, like, it wasn't, whatever.
And the whole thing with the deal with Eric, that was all me, man. I mean, of course, she had to be in on it, but
Yeah.
coming up with that and making it work.
Yeah.
And getting Dustin to go home. And seriously, that was enormous. Dustin voted to save him in on that big thing. The whole house turns against us. And then getting Eric and Jessica, don't kid yourself, Jessica would have broke the tie and kept me in. It was a deal. You couldn't do one without the other. It was like a Dustin and
Yeah.
Amber. There's no way.
Yeah.
So getting both of
But see,
them.
that doesn't surprise me. What surprised I guess the part that I was unclear of was if Jess was with it all along or whether Eric knew that he could persuade Jess and didn't tell her what was going on but still was able
No,
to
no,
pull
she
No,
was
she
totally
knew.
in.
And she even came
Totally
to
in.
us and said that she was waiting for somebody to come and make a deal with her, that she's open for anything.
Okay. And then you're saying that's during
That was during her HOH.
Yeah, her HOH when she put us up. And that's when I got them both to agree. And trust me, Eric didn't do it out of I told you, out of the love of his heart. We had it all planned out.
Yeah, he told me.
Where that if she did win HOH next week, we had if I would have been gone, she would have put Dustin and Eric up against each other. Amber and Jessica's
Yes.
vote would cancel out, and then her,
They'd never vote
Zach,
against each
and
other.
Jessica would have said who stays and who goes, and it would have been Eric,
No,
and he would have
me,
been gone.
Zach, and Jen.
Jim.
Oh, Jen, yeah. Who did I say, Jessica? Yeah,
Yeah.
Jen. They would have been the controlling votes. And that was the plan. And I didn't tell him the plan, but I told him, if you don't take this deal, you will be going home either next week or the week after.
And there was
I will
even
guarantee it.
alternates and everything, if like Eric
Everything.
won, or if Jess won the veto and took Eric off, or if Amber, there was like alternates
Well,
for
yeah,
everything.
we worked it. If you won the
And still
veto,
would've
I mean, we
won.
worked everything. We worked everything out.
Yeah.
So Eric did it to save his own ass, but
Other people benefited.
it worked out, and
Yeah.
it changed the entire game right then and there. And people that thought they were safe, no offense, you and Amber, all of a sudden felt like you were left out in the cold and ended up on the block and everything else. And the
Right.
entire game changed. That was it. That was a huge, huge move. And I stayed in the house when there's no way I should have stayed in the house. But Dustin got cocky. And Dustin thought that he could beat me no matter what. He volunteered to be up on the block. It's the same thing that he's saying. Oh, I'll be up against him at the end. Everybody that we've worked with knows what I've done and how I played this game from being on the block in week 2. And what the hell has he done? Every single